Hey friends, not sure if I ever told you about my clear ice spear plexiglass mold thingies. Like everyone in the whole world, I love ice. So I made these plexiglass mold thingies out of plexiglass. I just super glued them together. I used little binder clips to hold them in place while I glued them. I'm using them to help define the shape of the clear ice spears that are going in my Collins glasses. I find when I try to cut the ice freehand, it gets real rough and weird. And if I have these little molds, what is it? There's 6 sides. 5 of them are defined by the top of the ice and the sides of the molds, and then the bottom is just the only rough part that I have to smooth out sometimes. I'm finding this works pretty good. So I basically cut up plexiglass. I cut it into strips about the size I'd want for my spears. You spread them out just as long as you want your spears to be, and then you can put in dividers. These are just more of the same thing. Plexiglass. Like that. And what you'll get is basically a grid. I'm just going to fill it with water. Put it back in the freezer just like the other one. So for the first time I decided to try boiling the water before I put it in the cooler. If you boil the water in your normal freezer without a cooler, it does nothing to improve the clarity of your ice. But in this case, I think it came out a lot clearer. Usually I have some tiny bubbles in the cubes, but you know, basically this is perfectly clear. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and boil the water for the cooler ice from now on. Now my little molds here do take a little fiddling to get the ice out, but it's not too bad, and you get some extra bonus cubes with this method. I do like to check the size of the cube inside a Collins glass, and then you might have to trim it. Trim is necessary. In fact, boiling the water seems to have slowed down the freezing process a bit, so the ice was didn't go down the cooler as much, which made it easier to get them out of the molds. In fact, I'd say this whole thing was a smash hit. It is Friday here. That means Zoom meeting happy hours are gonna be happening. For my wife's work one, she requested a tall drink, which is convenient because I just made some clear ice spears. A mezcal was decided upon and blackberry shrub. And I thought, we'll put in some of that ancho reyes that I've been trying to figure out what to do with. Should make a delicious, refreshing summer tall drink. Alright folks, let's see if we can figure out this mezcal drink for my wife. First we're going to start by putting our beautiful clear ice spear into the glass. I think I mentioned that we're improvising this. We're going to start with our mezcal. I do like to use this Bozal Ensemble. It costs a little more than some of the other lower priced mezcals, but it's really delicious. Now, I could make this straight into the glass, but I think I'll go ahead and mix it up first. Grab my mixing glass. It's really up to you. Mezcal, 1.5 ounces. That's always a good place to start. Now, I'm also going to use this blackberry shrub. I'll tell you more about blackberry shrub later in the summer when blackberries are back in season. Get that in there. This goes here. Goes here, and then we decided to put in some ancho reyes. Now haven't used this much. I'm gonna be making a video about it as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do 3/4 of that. 1.5 ounces of spirit is always a good place to start. And 3/4 of your 2 additives, always a good place to start. There's not a ton of room for soda water, but we're gonna just top it right off. Find if I push down on the ice, I can get it to stir up a bit. Wow, it's a yummer. Do I need a garnish? You know what would be good? A little mint. Hold please. Oh, look at that beauty. Look at that. Let's see what she thinks about it.
Delicious. Pete, thank you for making me this delicious cocktail.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for watching.